Adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Quentin from Vestige, Vestige drummer.
And with Theodore, Vestige composer, singer, and guitarist.
Nice, multi-talented. Multi-talented. So you're here at Hellfest.
Yeah.
What's it feel like to play in hell? Because it really does feel like we're in hell right now.
Yeah, the weather is really hot. And honestly, it's so amazing. Yeah, for us, it's like, man, it's like a dream come true for me, because Hellfest is something I hear about since a long time ago. I've been there in 2010 as an audience, and you have told me the moment that I will be playing in Hellfest like 15 years later, I wouldn't believe you.
Right?
Yeah. And man, that's what I did. Next time, the next time I've been in Hellfest is today, to play on the stage.
Wow.
So, man, yeah, it's amazing for me.
And you go into a zone, so even though it's this hot, while you're on stage, you probably don't even know, because it's like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, it's really emotional.
Right.
Really, because the music is emotional, and yeah, we have to play. It was really stressful for us past few days, the past few minutes before going on stage, because it was really an important goal for the band.
Yeah.
We knew we were going to play in Hellfest since quite some time. A year ago, we learned that we could potentially play in Hellfest, and we had the confirmation like last autumn. Yeah.
And what was like that first feeling when you got the confirmation? Because it's almost like you don't even believe it, right?
Yeah. So
It was damn.
we have a private conversation between band members and crew members, and the guitarists usually send us some like meme to warn us from big news, and it's like dropping a bomb. And he was like sending us this shit, and we were like, man, no, he didn't say anything. And we're like, tell it. And he told us that, yeah, guys, Hellfest is confirmed. And we're like, fuck, yeah. Everyone just write, fuck, it's amazing, like in capital letters. We were like mind-fucked.
I don't even think there's a better festival you could play in. I go and do festivals all over the U.S., UK, Europe. They say Wacken is the Holy Land. When I got here, I'm like, I have reached the promised land. This, to me, is the Holy Land.
The Hellfest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, there's nothing like this anywhere in the world, in my opinion.
I've never been to Wacken, so I can compare.
I haven't been there either, but I've been to a lot of U.S. festivals, and none of them compare to this.
Okay, wow. I feel honored that this festival is French.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it means a lot for us too, because we are in a French festival, and it's the holy land for every metalhead. So and as you said, the album is only 8 months old.
Wow.
So we are brand new, and 8 months later we are here playing in front of, I don't know how many people were there, but it was really stuck. We played this morning, and we know this is a spot where there are people. They are here. But this much, we were like, wow, okay, it's amazing. And people, 8 months after the album drops, they were starting to sing our songs. So we were like, wow.
That's got to blow your mind.
Yeah, a little bit. It's only our 20 concert.
Oh, man. If I were you guys, I'm like, how the hell do they know the words to these songs?
Man, that's what...
Literally. We were like, I just saw people singing Corrosion, and I was like, all right, okay. So it is happening.
Yeah.
So yes, and Urban, this new, with this kind of energy here, we are really, really proud, and it's the most perfect first page we could imagine.
I love it, and it makes sense because, as you were saying, your music is very emotional. And we're living in extremely emotional times. And I think people need your music more than ever. Music's therapy. Now it's a whole nother level.
Yes, exactly. The albums talks about it. It was a hard time for me when I wrote it. So, sorry. So, yes, I hope, and I think it's the most important thing for me, that I can transmit the feelings, not just the bad feelings. I know it's a very melancholic music, but cathartic too. Like when I see people closing their eyes and just enjoy, or some people, corrosion, for example, it's like the music of love, and everybody is catching their feelings their own way.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing for me.
Well, credit to you, because a truly great composer and lyricist, it means something to you, but then to me, I put my own meaning to it, and everybody else does too. So what they're getting from it may not be what you meant, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it have to resonate. If I
You can relate to something.
relate, to your own life, your own past, your own feeling, and that's the most important thing for me.
So now you play Hellfest. How do you top this?
We have quite few things. So in 2 weeks we play in another festival, very cool festival named Hellfest, and we play after While She Sleeps. So
Wow.
it's amazing for us to play after.
10 p.m.
Yeah,
Wow.
and so and after, like a week after, we are opening for 2 weeks after. Yeah, we are opening for Dream Theater, and
Whoa.
in Romania.
That's wild.
So yeah. This one is crazy. It's nuts. We open for Sylvain, a very, very, very cool band. She's amazing. And then Dream Theater is like, okay, well,
What the fuck?
all right.
I know, right?
In front of 8,000 people in Romania, we were like, okay. So, but this one is, as I said, it's a lot of meanings for us, like as French people too.
It's like a milestone to...
Yeah. It's the first page is written with us. So.
And as French people, I know how it felt for me, but how emotional was it when Gojira played the Olympics?
I cried almost.
I mean,
I
like,
almost
wow.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah, we were like, that's insane that there is a band here to representing the culture.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's
The
really
first metal band to ever play the Olympics.
for me, it's culture. It's not just representing us. No, it's representing all the culture.
Yeah.
And they did it amazing. They are like the father now of so many bands. So just they pushed the door for us, pushed the door for amazing bands like Landmarks or other bands like big bands. And now the door is open. We have to follow their path, make our own. But it's amazing to have such examples.
Well, like I just interviewed Alcest at Welcome to Rockville over in the States.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have ever happened without Gojira.
Maybe, no.
And so it's open, and like in the States, I don't know if you noticed, but Gojira is huge. We love Gojira.
Yeah, we know.
And so that's also something that's bringing that French culture around the world. And I think it's really important in the States because the way we grow up, a lot of us don't leave the country. I did, but don't see the rest of the world. And so you have these impressions of what other countries are like. So now you're bringing the culture over there to show American people that this is what we're really like.
Yeah, and we have a lot of talents here in France. We have a lot of new talents too. And we are trying to be part of this new generation, inspired by others. And
it is funny, too, because what I've noticed by coming to Hellfest multiple times is that, man, the French are really into music. Like, people go to festivals in the United States, but I find it very different here. I find the emotional connection is much larger here than you would ever imagine. being from the States. Like, you wouldn't think of that.
But I think in the States, the rock, heavy rock, metal culture is more into. Yeah, more. I don't know if it's the right word, but mainstream. Than,
Yes.
Rather than
Yeah, you
French.
have radio.
Yeah.
You have radio. We don't have any radio on FM.
Right.
Metal radio. We have radio on podcast, but we don't have radio. When I was in States, I was like, there is 3-4 radio, metal radio, local
Or
metal
college.
radio.
Usually it's only college.
Yeah. And we don't have this here. But in the pit, yes, we are.
That's why I'm so fucking proud that the band that could represent French rock culture is Gojira. Because yeah, we can do this kind of stuff, and we can do it really good. And also, I'm really proud that this is Gojira, because I know this is really great guys, very humanly open, very down to earth, and I can relate to these guys. Were like, for me, okay, when I was younger, I want to experience what these guys seems to experience on stage, and how they can respond to interviews and stuff, really like us. And I'm so again, I'm saying it, but I'm really proud that this is this French band that could represent us and this metal culture, global metal culture, in front of every eyes.
And the message. What I love about it is, like, people that didn't know Gojira when they're playing the Olympics, they're like, oh, devil worship band, blah, 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 blah. And, like, I'm like, idiot, they're singing about saving the whales, okay? Like, but that's the cool thing.
And I think people don't know also the French history about that.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
It's metal, it has to be spectacular, it has to be very visual. So, yeah, it's a show. That don't mean like they're worshipping Satan or something.
No. You know what it is? It's funny. I just thought of it right now. Thinking back to watching that performance on the Olympics, it's like the same as Hellfest. Because the fire that comes out at night here, it was the same thing. So like you said, a performance, a show, and really putting every bit of emotion into it. Like when I hear some of the riffs, like it hits right there in the heart.
I know in my family, they don't really listen much to metal or stuff, but they were like, whoa, did you see this show?
Yeah, all the people were not metalheads. I don't have any metalheads in my family, in my friends, and the band. And everybody was sending me some text like, did you saw that? And I, of course, man. Yeah, and my girlfriend just bought me a piece of the artificial because she was there. I was working, and I have a piece of the artificial, and she's like listening some reggaeton. So she's not in metal at all, and she was like, "I was there for you," and she took me some souvenir.
I love it. I love it. And emotion, I think, is the key word here in France, because I just watch these people in the audience, for you, for anybody else that's playing, and there's just so much emotion there, and so much like, oh my God, even with the English-speaking bands, they like sing all the words, even though they probably can't speak a lick of English.
You don't have that in US?
U.S., if you come over and you speak a different language, they kind of like look blank-faced, like they don't know. They may be into it or whatever, but they don't really know what's going on. I don't think the emotion is as extreme.
Okay.
It's like they're into it, it's great, but this goes deeper.
Yeah, for example, the best example for me is like a band named Amenra, but the part they Flandre, and they don't speak French. And so they speak
Dutch.
Dutch. Thank you. And I don't understand a shit. But I'm like, wow, that's insane. And what they give is insane. And I don't need to understand what they say.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the music itself. It doesn't matter what the words are. And that's what you guys are, in my opinion.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So how do people reach out to you on socials, check out your music, buy your merch, because that's really important for you to keep going from show to show?
It is. Thank you. Yes. We are almost everywhere, I think. So they can find us as Vestige. without any S at the end because So anywhere Instagram and yes, come to the show, come to say hi because we value a lot to have, as you said it before, like feedbacks from people how they felt during the show. I love to hear. For one people, it is it's melancholic. For other people, it was like a sweet remember of childhood. It depends, and we appreciate that.
Well, that says you're doing it right.
Thank
right
you.
There.
Thank you.
Any final words you want to tell the listeners?
First of all, thank you.
Hey, my pleasure.
For giving the interview, and I hope to see everybody one day in States and everywhere around the world.
I hope we see you there too.
Yeah, I hope so.
How about you? Any final words?
I think I won't be really original, but thank you too. Thank you very much. And Theo told it before me, but I'm looking forward to go play something in the US. I did only once played in Canada, so I wasn't really far, but I didn't have the opportunity to go play drums in the US. I hope.
I think you will.
You think?
So.
Yeah, definitely you will, especially when you go on tour with Gojira. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay, maybe in a few years, maybe we're gonna have another interview and we'll say, I don't know,
There you go.
What has evolved in between.
Hope so.
I hope,
We'll see,
in the US.
Well, I'm glad I was here at Hellfest to discover you, and I look forward to seeing a lot more. Thanks for being on the
Thank you
Adventures
very
of
much
Pipeman.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.